Hey guys, I know I've been a little bit MIA for the past week or so, but the good news is I will be bumping up my videos to 2 times a week. Yes, 2 times a week I will be posting on a Wednesday and on a Sunday, which I'm really excited about. But as always, you can catch me on Instagram and TikTok where I post daily and I'm active daily. And that's Boxing with Steph, which I'm really excited, just happy to just get out more content and really just keep talking all things boxing, as you know. I love doing anyways. So I know I'm a couple of days late to the party talking about the heavyweight clash with Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley, but absolutely, I defo want to talk about it before we get into November, where there is so many fight nights happening in November, which I'm so excited about. Like, I just love a fight night and I love when they're like back to back because I just feel like I'm being gifted a treat. Parker versus Fabio Wardley. I went to the press conference. Both men wanted this fight. Both men believed they were going to win this fight. And then looking at both boxers, you have one boxer who's somewhat of a veteran who's been in the rings with the likes of Anthony Joshua, Wilder, Zhang, Coley. And then you have another boxer who hasn't got that much. I don't want to say experience because he's got the experience, but he's just not been in the ring with the caliber of boxers that Parker has. But he's known for being this heavy hitting boxer. And one thing that I thought was just so incredible was that Fabio Wardley, in his last fight, his previous fight with Huni, he was able to find this magical 10th round knockout stoppage in the fight. So you know he has power and you know he can stop you. And so going into this fight, many people believed and they thought that Joseph Parker was going to have this. Like he was going to win, he's got the experience, he was going to do his thing. And lo and behold, we saw that Fabio Wardley actually took the win that night with the 11th round stoppage. Now, the first 3 rounds of that fight, I actually thought to myself, how is this going to play out? Like the exchanges, they both went in like giving it their all in the early first rounds of the fight. And I did think, oh, is this a bit too soon? Like we have got another few more rounds to go. There were the exchanges, the heavy punches that they were both taking and receiving. But one thing that I was thinking all throughout this fight, when it got to the 10th round, that's when I was really like, okay, Fabio Wardley, I see you for who you are. Like he was, especially in the 10th round that I'm talking about, he was taking those punches by Joseph Parker. And I was even thinking, like, how is someone taking those punches and he's still standing? And then what I loved was it flipped and then he hurt Joseph Parker. And honestly, I was thinking, if that round went on for like another 10 seconds, how would it have panned out? And then we saw the stoppage. Now, there was a lot of talks at the end of the fight, like, oh, was that an early stoppage? And to be honest, at first I thought, is that early or is it not? And then watching it back, Joseph Parker wasn't throwing any punches for like a couple of seconds. Ref is actually there and he's put in place to be able to keep the boxer safe. So he's doing it for the safety of the boxer. And to be honest, if anything happened to Joseph Parker, I'm sure we all would have been blaming the ref. Like, why didn't the ref do anything? So sometimes just take it for what it is. And I love Joseph Parker's mentality after the fight. Like he's literally taken this loss on the chin. No pun intended. He is like, he congratulated Fabio Wardley. He has said, you know what, I'm not blaming the ref. And he is thinking about having a rematch. And to be honest, I wouldn't be so mad at a rematch. I would actually love to see a rematch. That fight was actually really sensational from both men. Joseph Parker was sensational. He was phenomenal in that fight also. It was just that final round and having those seconds where he wasn't throwing anything. There's talks of Fabio Wardley fighting and going against Usyk. Now, Frank Warren did say that the winner of the fight does get to go against Usyk. And Fabio Wardley does seem really keen and he fancies that fight. Like he called him out at the end of the fight. And to be honest, I think it would be a good scrap. Like a lot of the guys on my TikTok, they just think it's going to be an easy win for Usyk, but I think it's going to be a good scrap. Like Usyk's not a stranger to going into the ring with heavy hitters, and so I think he would best prepare and he'll be ready for it. But I think Fabio Wardley will give him a good fight, and that's something that I would love to see. I say Fabio Wardley has actually shown that he can be in the ring with the top 10 heavyweights. Put him in the ring with the top 10 heavyweights, and I just love this. This is an exciting time for boxing. And so I'm really excited for what's next for both men, really. And I also saw that Martin Bakoli has actually called out Joseph Parker for a rematch. And that's something I'm not mad about at all either. I think that's only fair. Like Martin Bakoli didn't actually get like a full camp for that fight. So I think, yeah, why not? So I would be really excited and intrigued to see if that fight actually materializes, because I think that would be sensational. Like Mike Bacall and Joseph Parker both in camp, they're ready for this fight. That would be really sensational. I think, yeah, I'm ready for that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we can chat and we can chop it up in the comments, which I love doing. And if you haven't already, follow me on TikTok and on Instagram, Boxing with Steph. And I'm going to see you guys on Sunday for my next video, where we're talking about everything that's happening this week in the lovely world of boxing, as well as the exciting fights that's happening in November. I'll speak to you guys then.